Hey, welcome back to TMX Brick Notes. I am Martin, and today I'm going to do some question and answer, and it's from you, the viewer. So if you do have a question, go ahead and leave it in the comments, and I will get to it, most likely in order, unless it falls in place with another question. For example, today I've got essentially 3 questions to answer, and it's coming from 5 different people, because 2 of the questions were actually grouped together. They were essentially the same question, so I feel like I can answer them at the same time. Now, another note on that is, if you feel like, well, I don't know, maybe he's already answered this question or anything like that, don't worry about it. Go ahead and ask the question. You don't feel stupid if you ask the same thing. Honestly, that's how I feel sometimes. I see some Q&A videos and I'm like, well, you've done like 50 of these. You've probably already had this question before. Doesn't matter. So if you got a question, go ahead and put it in the comments. In the meantime, let's get to the first one. Okay, so for today's first question, it's really 2 people asking, but the main question is from BrickLink. So BrickLink, he asks, do you plan to build, then part out, or just part out? So that's in reference to the purchases that I've shown for Mr. Bear's bricks. Now typically anything that's new is technically never been put together. Now I've seen a lot of people on YouTube that do build a set and then they'll sell it as new. Honestly, personally, I don't have a problem with that, but from Mr. Bear's bricks, I guess you get the guarantee or you just know, we don't do that. So when we buy something, the first thing we do is we separate it into cups or bags or containers or whatever it is, and it goes into inventory, goes into storage. Now this goes on to the second part of the question, this one from Kevin F. And Kevin asks, or says, the Council of Elrond is actually one of my favorite sets as far as the build. So I kind of wish you would build it. So there you get into that. A few of the sets that we bought recently are really awesome. Some of these big modular sets, or even these smaller ones like Council of Elrond, that was in a response to a video where I showed off that's what we bought. So we've gotten a lot of cool stuff, and I haven't been able to build it. So yeah, that does sting sometimes. Like, man, I really want to build that. But then again, I do get a chance to say, you know what, I'm going to save up money, I'm going to buy things like this and build them on my own. There's a big difference there. Everything that we're buying for the store is to sell, is to make money. So it's not to play and keep and have fun with. The second question today comes from BrickLink. Now BrickLink asks, you know what, actually I need to preface this. I need to explain first that after watching vlog number 5 that I did, number 5, in which I said, hey, the Lego movie is awesome, amazing, I love it, my favorite movie of all time. I'm gonna watch it 1,000 times. That's what I said in the video. You can check it out if you want. It's right. Watch the movie 1,000 times. Yes, 1,000 times. Okay, anyway, so he said 1,000 times. What movie have you seen the most of as of right now? Well, excellent question. So, the movie that I have seen the most times is Above the Rim. Have any of you heard of it? Have any of you seen it? It's a movie about basketball. Maybe you got that from the title. But either way, it's probably not a movie that's good for younger kids. But when I was growing up, well, actually, when I was in high school, it was on TNT like every single night, especially during the NBA playoffs. So I would watch it like every single night. I didn't even need to own it. So that's my favorite movie, and I just loved watching it every time. Now, the other one that I've probably seen the most of lately is Transformers: Dark Side of the Moon. Tiffany loves it, I love it, so we watch it together all the time. Shia LaBeouf, awesome actor. I mean, he's intense, he's amazing. So it's kind of too bad that he's not going to be in the next Transformers movie, which comes out this summer, but it still looks really good, so I can't wait to see it. Today's final question comes from 2 people, 2 awesome viewers. We have Lego Hobbit, and he said, do you plan on going to a Lego convention anytime soon? I know there may be some near you in California since you're in Arizona. And then in parentheses he puts, I'm going to Philly Brick Fest, just to let you know. By the way, Philly Brick Fest is going on right now as I speak, and it's kind of crazy because I've been checking out Instagram, and it's crazy. It's almost like a family reunion because I see like Kelly taking pictures with Lego for Chris, and then, you know, Bricks on a Dollar is there, and YCF is there. Is everybody, well, not everybody, but there's a lot of people that I've been watching on YouTube, and now they're like all getting together. So very cool, and yes, I'm jealous. But you know, it's a long ways away, so I'm not too upset. Oh yeah, also Lego Hobbit does add on to the question, can your wife Tiffany be in one of your videos? I'll answer that at the very end. The other person that asked pretty much the same question here was DiscoMan751, and he asks, do you go to Lego conventions? If so, what Lego conventions do you go to? And if you don't, what ones do you plan to go to? And if you don't plan to go to any, well then, I guess this was a pointless question. So, awesome. Alright, so let's put those together. Do I go to Lego conventions? No, I guess not. But I have. I went to a Lego Kids Fest with my sister and her two kids. Yes, my niece and nephew. That was a lot of fun. That was in Minneapolis. I was living up there at the time. So that was really cool. The funny thing is, I probably enjoyed it just as much as my niece and nephew, but we all had a great time. It was awesome. Now, yes, I really want to go to these AFOL conventions with all the huge displays that have been made by a bunch of people just like me, or better than me as far as the way that they can build whatever else. But it looks like a lot of fun. I checked out a few videos and it looks like tons of fun. And Philly Brick Fest, again, it's going on right now, but they're all around the country. So check your state, check your local area, and there might be one near you. And the awesome thing is, these conventions are growing. They're coming out of nowhere. Like 10 years ago, 20 years ago, I didn't even know they existed. And it's like there's a new one every single year. And if you look at a lot of these conventions, they've been going on for maybe 1 year, 2 years, 3 years, that's it. So they're popping up everywhere. Lego's becoming more popular for adults to enjoy. And when adults enjoy stuff, they got the money, so they're gonna put it into fun things like this. So I hope that answers the question. You know what? I would love to go to Philly Brick Fest, and maybe I will in the future. But honestly, if there's a convention near me, that's what I'm gonna go check out. Now, Lego Hobbit also said, can your wife Tiffany be in one of your videos? Well, if you watched the video that I just made, the one previous to this, we were opening up some Lego together. Now, she wasn't on the screen with me, but she was, that was her voice in the video. Now, yes, she will be in an upcoming video, and we just don't know exactly when that's gonna happen, but yeah, she'll be in a video coming up pretty soon here. So stay tuned to that. I'll let you know. In the meantime, thank you very much for hanging out today. Hope you have a wonderful week, and I'll catch up with you later. See ya. And that's gonna require focus. So you're gonna have to save your money and, pretty much work to get to that set. And then it's gonna be awesome. An example for me was
the chicken! I got the chicken! Yay!
Now this is one that Tiffany really wanted, so yes, she's very excited. That's awesome.
Chicken, chicken.
Let's go get some cargo.